Welcome back, everyone. Len Archibald with us today, our movie critic. He saw The Lost City. It's got some big names in it. Sandra Bullock's in it. Channing Tatum. Daniel Radcliffe is in it. It looked like one of those kind of mummy-esque, swashbuckling type movies with some wacky hijinks thrown in. Is that pretty safe to say?
You know, if there is a movie to compare this to, it's Romancing the Stone. And that was a movie from 1985, if anyone remembers, with Kathleen Turner and
Michael Douglas.
Yeah, sorry. I have cats here. Kathleen Turner and Michael Douglas. Yeah, that was a big movie in 1985. This is a kind of a reimagining of that, I suppose. So Sandra Bullock is a novelist. So she's a historical novelist. And she writes like these schlocky, pulp romance adventure novels. And Channing Tatum is kind of like her Fabio, who appears at at her book tours, and everyone, no one really cares about Sandra Bullock's affairs or her intellect or anything like that. Everyone just wants to see Channing Tatum take a shirt off. Well, apparently, Sandra Bullock's husband, who was a real historian in the film, has passed away. It's been like 5 years, and it's discovered that one of her books, called The Lost City of D, apparently has clues towards treasure. And she is kidnapped by Harry Potter himself, Daniel Radcliffe, who is amazing in this, honestly. I couldn't get enough of him. But he kidnaps her and takes her to this island where the city is, lying on top of a volcano. And Channing Tatum just happens to notice that she's been kidnapped, and he tries to save her, as dumb as he is.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned Daniel Radcliffe, because I saw an interview where he said, I'm done doing Harry Potter. I want to do something. Did he break out of that mold?
I think so. And I think that Daniel Radcliffe has actually kind of broken out of that for a while now. He's done some Broadway stuff, and, he was in like Swiss Army Man, and which was a great film in itself. So I think he's kind of broken out. But this kind of reminds me of like, Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder. You just don't imagine him playing a villain the way that he does. He's over the top, he's delicious, he's loving this role. And I think he's the one that has the most fun. Because I'll be perfectly honest with you, there's no script. Things just happen, and they just kind of happen for a reason. And one thing leads to another, all the way till its happy ending conclusion. But of all the people, he gets to really chew the scenery and really gets to show what he's able to do. I really enjoyed him.
I think that casting directors love Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock, because I feel like you can throw them with any actor, and there's just that buddy chemistry, that they work so well off each other. Was that apparent in this movie?
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. They're great utility players. And so you can plug them in, whether it's Channing Tatum in like 21 Jump Street, or with Sandra Bullock in like the Speed movies. They just play off of other people so well. So it makes perfect sense that you would put them in a movie together, and they would play off it. And they've been doing this for years. They're both of them, Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum. Their comedic timing is great. They could do this in their sleep. So they're extremely good at what they do. It's just, again, there's no script. There's nothing to it. But you could definitely watch a skit of the two of them in the jungle. This kind of reminded me of Jungle Cruise that had Emily Blunt and The Rock as well. It's, those kind of movies. But this one is just, there's just a lot more comedy to it. You kind of get the sense that as a romantic couple, who they are in the film, would it really work? I mean, I guess time will tell. Well, I guess box office will tell before we find out if they actually have a future together.
It seems like one of those great post-Oscar season movies where they release it strategically. It's just fun. Just go to the movies, have fun. You don't have to think too hard, that kind of thing.
I think you're right. This actually reminded me of those old screwball comedies And those old like package deals, you know, when like Paramount used to own people and say, hey, you're getting together, you're going to do 3 pictures together, and that's just going to be how it is. This kind of reminded me of those kind of old school classic screwball comedies where they took, you know, 2 great A-listers, threw them together and say, you know, we don't care about the script, but people are going to want to see you guys do your thing anyways, and it's going to be a great time in the movie. And I think if you watch the trailer for this film and you are excited to see it, you're going to get what you want.
Okay, excellent. How many Lennies do you give this?
And I give this 3.5. You know, like I said, it's a fun movie. There's no script, but like I said, Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum can do screwball comedy in their sleep. So if you know what you're getting into, you're going to have a good time at the movies.
All right, good stuff. That's what we look for. Len, thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you.
You bet. Nice chatting with you. We'll be back after this.